Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We're here for you. This is Capricorn, your September 5th, August 15th to September 15th reading. We, for a few signs now, we've been writing it in the title, like, September to August. So there's a little bit of a moving backward sort of motion here with a few signs working with past life energies and that for a number of you. That was in particular, I think, with Sagittarius, I think possibly even Cancer. It was that we hit on that sort of past life note, as it might have been felt, and always matter of interpretation. The Lovers here coming through for you, Capricorn, and the Empress. Wow. Okay, so we got a lot coming out here in this way. But I was meditating your energy, and keynote before we get started, this is a channeled message in addition to working with the cards. There is, a lot coming up and coming through, and the way that I interact with the energy, I'll sort of relay that to you. So if it's going by quickly at times, feel free to slow it down by clicking the link in the buy box on the little the gear at the bottom of the reading. And let's jump into it. Capricorn, 1 second. I'm hearing the letter C and L. I'm hearing let's clear it again. I'm hearing let it go. I'm hearing those with the Magician. Now, okay, with the daughter ones. For a number of you, I'm hearing it right off the bat. Well, I was meditating energy yet again, and I'm hearing, 1 second, I'm hearing lease. Your lease is up, the Magician here, and the daughter wands, or something that I'm hearing someone wants you to know, even. They want you to acknowledge or release. I'm hearing that yet again. Now, this can be news from a spirit guide, something about the right side of the lip. Now it's funny because in the Pisces readings of the past few months, there's been something on the left side of the lip, and I kept touching it with my tongue. I don't know what that's alluding to for a number of you, but maybe it was like kind of licking the left side of my lip. I was seeing that in the Pisces read, so take it as you will. Okay, but Capricorn, I was meditating your energy, and I was getting that there is something that you feel, you kind of you're making a very important decision. I'm hearing this way, and it's for a number of you a tough decision. It really is. With the Lovers, the Sun, the Empress, the Hermit, the Magician, it comes down to how clearly we're able to. I'm hearing also advise others. I'm hearing it in this way, but advocate. I'm hearing on behalf of our story. I'm hearing our values with the Mother of Pentacles reversed. For a number of you, you're actually releasing something physical. It could be liquidating something. I'm seeing someone is like making peace even with a certain space, officially sort of acknowledging it and maybe what it is and what it has been, and kind of allowing it to I'm hearing again, I'm feeling it's almost like it's like a buzzing on the right side of the lip. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number of you, I'm hearing yes, I'm hearing you're clearing something now. And 2 of Cups here coming through upright, right over the Sun in reverse. Very challenging though. I'm not going to say it's easy for a number of you, Capricorn. Whatever it has been. Whoa. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 1 second. I'm hearing it was a world. It was a world that I felt I released. I'm hearing those with the Chair in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. Oh my. Some of you are, this is an ancient soul contract for a number of you, possibly the Father wands upright. Some of you are remembering something, or there's someone here from the past where it's like, oh, it's really challenging, but it's like, you have to let go. I'm hearing maybe as you feel it, you're like, it's just for a number of you, let's clear it and ground, yes. You feel intuitively. It's not even like maybe for a number of you something that you have managed. I'm hearing the expectation of, and then acknowledge, okay, well, it's not meeting the expectation. For a number of you, this is something intuitive. You just feel it. Like, I just think, it's best. I'm hearing as well for the both of us to get going. Now, for a number of you, this is maybe something that you want to release. It can be news. I'm hearing that as well. Mother of Cups here coming through. Father of Wands. Maybe for a number of you want it. Yes, the High Priest is coming through at the base of the Mother of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces possibly, or someone who has a water on the chart. They're very intuitive, very psychic. I'm hearing at times they're silent. I don't know what that's alluding to. Take it as you will. 10 of Wands upright. Now, but this is maybe someone who you even want to introduce to someone. I'm hearing this kind of question of it's time, and there's this sensation, Capricorn, of when I come forward and I actually communicate this or I confess this, I'm hearing that as well to them. Now feeling the buzzing on the left side of the lip, which was in those Pisces reads. It's like there's no going back. Like it's that feeling of like when I communicate, and that could be the sensation. When I come forward and I communicate this, that is Father wants my lap right there. Oh my. That is when they will also see me for who I am right then and there. We pull the Mother wands right up top, the Father wands for a review. You're coming out about something. Son of Pentacles at the base of the 2. You're making a decision. It's a huge investment. Possible. You're investing something in a clear way, and it's like, look, if I even move in this direction, it's going to be obvious, let's say, even to others, those in my environment, what it is that I'm also seeking. I'm hearing that with the Son of Pentacles. So this is maybe something, could be a proposal. Yeah, for a number of you, this is someone who may not be suspecting this as well. The Hierophant in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant for a number of you. Ace of Pentacles, particularly the Six of Cups in reverse. This is something that you have been managing even. Emperor in reverse, the High Priest. Some of you, this is someone you want to get closer to. Okay, it's somebody who you feel a really strong connection with, and maybe for a number of you it's like something you feel is like your potential in a certain space or an industry that you feel has a lot of potential, and it's really, it feels like that jump that we make. It's like either I'm going to be like involved in this, or I'm going to be I'm here, either we're going to be exclusive, or like it's going to be an expectation that I'm hearing Harrow and Sons. I'm hearing Harley. I don't know what that's about. Somebody who rides a motorcycle. I'm hearing that with a father wants. Let's clear it. I'm here at cutthroat competition. Some of you feel like you're going to lose out on something, maybe even. You're like, it's getting down to that feeling, down to that wire. I have to make this decision and I need to do it now. But it's this sensation of thrusting someone in the spotlight. Like, you feel like, oh my gosh, it's so visual. Like, I'm honest now. I'm going to this with the Just Judgment card. Interesting. Some Swords of Bright Death in reverse. It comes down to possibly, for a number of you, ego. It comes down to vulnerability. Father Cups in reverse, maybe the Death card in reverse. It's like, okay, when it really comes down to it, am I willing to lose the opportunity altogether? Just because I don't want to like maybe say it in that way and like maybe in front of all these people and right here, right now, it's like almost a sensation of something being offered and you wanted to maybe communicate to someone here in private that you wanted to work on this in whatever way that you were thinking. And then it's like someone asks in the audience, maybe even something happens like a little faster than expected, and it's like it kind of puts you in that position to answer right then and there. Like, you know, it's like I wasn't expecting to have to say this in front of everyone. I'm hearing that as well. Devil upright, Hierophant reverse. And for a number of you, this can be something metaphorical, where it's like in the environment, there's something that you feel, maybe even you are to represent, you are to call out. Issue my nose are on the right side, right there with the Hierophant in reverse and the Mother of Wands upright. For a number of you, this is something that, yeah, I'm hearing it's something that you want to actually take leadership on with, feeling some pressure on the right hand pointed finger. It is, as some of you might feel it, risky. Now we have the Justice card leading out. Let's clear the energy and ground. Father Swords in reverse, mirroring the Ten of Pentacles mirroring the Star. It's a huge, for a number, it's a huge investment. It's a huge deal. I'm hearing the record deal for a number of you. Some of you, this comes down to, once again, I'm hearing Polly. I don't know what that's about. Ace of Cups upright. Some of you, oh yeah, Polly Pocket. This is for a number of you, maybe a proposal. And it's like, I'm seeing the person you're thinking of like extending this to has no idea. They are not suspecting this, especially if you're dealing with I'm hearing a really nice vice of yours. What is that alluding to? I don't know what that's about. But it's like maybe even the kind of thing, I'm getting the sensation of like, it's, you're shifting, maybe even the dynamic in the sense of, we're just friends, and then it's like I want to take it to maybe the next level, but it's like to do that, it's like we really have to like you know, kind of I'm hearing come forward with that. Interesting with the Devil. So there's no like half signing on half of the dotted line. You know, like I'm hearing it in that way. Like there's no like you know, kind of, and that may be what someone feels. I'm hearing DJ here with the Devil. And it might kind of just be surreal for a number of you, but for a number of you, this might be something that you're taking on. Well, I'm hearing Sean here very strong with the Devil and the Three of Wands and the Father of Swords. No, I'm seeing something like it feels like extreme. It feels intense. It feels at times can be overwhelming. Like we're either doing this or like we're not. Kind of feeling it. Kind of have that sensation of like we're either all in or we're like we're not. So, and that might be something that, you know, kind of is maybe senses an expectation where it's like, okay, now's the time. Like I have to make my story known here with the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe someone's dating someone, they're just getting the sensation that this person is kind of expecting now, you know, where are things going. For a number of you, you are seeing them in that way, okay, in a serious way. For a number of you, the Hangman, the Hierophant, and the month, you know, take it as you will. But 9 months here, I'm here for a number of you. You've known someone for a pretty long time. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Pentacles as well. Enough to know, like, that you want this with them. I'm hearing that as well with the Fool in reverse, but it's, oh boy, Ace of Swords here. At the base, take a look at the energy, the way it's sort of spinning around on the desk. We have the Ace of Swords here. We have the Fool sort of diagonally laid. We go like this, and then we go up like this into the Ace of Pentacles with the star right next to the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you have had a premonition about this. So the minute I'm hearing this way, you knew it from the very get-go, but it was a matter of when are we going to plant the seed? It's like, I'm seeing you have a seed. You're like, this seed is like amazing. I know it will lend itself to an amazing garden down the line, but it's like, I just have to be very particular with where and when I plant it. Interesting, I'm hearing where as well. So there could be something of an industry, like maybe you also want to launch a product. I'm hearing that with the Emperor in reverse as well. Whenever you feel that it has a huge sort of determining factor on your persona, like your I'm hearing your publishing house. I'm hearing this one, Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, now let's get all the cards out here. You do lead out with Judgment, Scorpio. I'm hearing Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, very strongly Aries here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Judgment card. But there's something that for a number of you want to even tell your parents. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing I have to prepare to like tell them. I'm hearing that as well. It could be a negotiation for a number of you. It's just getting down to the wire now. It's like, oh boy, okay, I thought I was gonna have a little more time to like kind of, like, I'm hearing also mess around. I'm hearing with the keys a little bit, like, no more time. I'm hearing again, I have no more practice time. I'm hearing as well, they're calling us in to take the test now. So for a number of you, maybe it was something that you kind of wanted not to kind of not take seriously, but it's like, it was, one second. I'm hearing joke. The joke's on us. One second. Oh, somebody maybe what is that about? Why were they taking the time with that with the Hierophant here? I almost said the Hermit. So, and we do have the Hermit right there. Okay, so one second. For me, this could be religious actually, but the Hierophant upright, Hermit reverse. This is just a big step. So it's like, thinking of making that step, someone maybe was thinking like, I feel serious, like I don't want to have to take it right now. Interesting. Father Wands and the Daughter Cups. Okay, so let's jump into it. Capricorn, roll a card here for each of the days. Let's clear it in ground real quick here. Yeah, I'm hearing, call me back. Hey, for a number of you, someone like left someone with like a message. This other person maybe left them hanging a little bit. They're like, oh, I don't know yet. Like, what my take is on that. Like, they never gave them any sort of reaction or response that maybe confirmed their, either I'm participating or I'm not participating sort of message. Let's clear it. For a number of you, this has to do with the social environment. Daughter One's coming through right there. I'm hearing Dara. I'm hearing darling. I'm hearing that as well with the Daughter of Wands. Someone's getting nervous. They're like, I think that she's not gonna show up. I'm hearing like, I don't think she's gonna be showing up like that. I'm hearing that as well. Like someone is maybe feeling that someone's expecting things to get serious. Actually, like they can feel it. Like this person's not laughing anymore at the jokes. We're kind of feeling. Okay, I'm hearing the court has ruled. I'm hearing no more gestures allowed in the room. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. The Hermit. This could be the kind of thing as well. It could be someone sensing. Just, when you start to kind of like feel like I want to settle down. I'm hearing that as well. Like I don't want to just, hang out with my shirt off and like see who hollers at me. I'm hearing that as well. Like I don't want to, one second. I'm hearing hoops here with the Daughter Cups and the Daughter of Wands. I'm hearing who's there. I'm hearing her bride. Someone is getting nervous. They're like wondering where someone's going. They're like, is she here right now? I'm seeing people like in a room, they're like looking around. This kind of came through in the Sag reading, actually in the Cancer reading. Yeah, somebody dealing with someone's got a lot of Cancer in the chart. Daughter Cups, like this is something even where you're like about to let someone know about something and you're like, okay, like once I let them know, like right now they have no idea, but when I let them know, there's no going back. I'm hearing that as well. That's maybe the kind of the feeling, okay, kind of thing. And I see someone even behind like one second. I'm thinking of calling them back. So, and making an official statement about it. So for a number of you, it's something that maybe I'm hearing on the car ride over. Interesting. One second. Someone may be thinking of visiting someone. One second. Daughter Swords. It could be a surprise. One second. One more. Let's get a few more cards out here. Let's clear that. Father Pentacles. Wow, this is a big deal. So for a number of you, somebody is maybe, let's clear it again in ground. They are nervous because they don't, it's like, oh my God, here we go. Everyone now knows about, okay, like, it's kind of official. And let's pull the cards here for each of the days. All right. But hold on a second. I'm hearing letter D, darling. I'm hearing that as well. Someone may be kind of negotiating something back and forth. They're like, please, like, don't leave me. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing also don't stay. What? They're like, you need to go, but like, don't go. Like, just leave the room, but like, don't leave. Like, what? Yo, no. They're like, okay, they realize that seesaw is not going to be swinging. They're going to be, go really hitting those high notes anymore. Like, I don't know what that's about. 1 second. Yeah, it's a dynamic. Maybe even in an industry. They're like, I can sense that the audience is not. They're not holding on. I'm hearing to the letter anymore. Like the pamphlet. Like my friend is a newsletter actually with the Father of Pentacles and the Daughter Cups. There's some kind of trend here that is shifting, and it's phasing out as someone feels it. Now that can be the sensation of also maturing in a certain space as well, where it's like I just feel it now, where it's time to take that next step. All right, let's pull all the cards here for you, Capricorn. A card for each of the days, and we'll see here what comes through. Dear Capricorn, okay. I'm seeing someone even counting down. They're like, okay, that's it. Here we go. Capricorn. Pull a card here for August 15th. I'm hearing your friends, Six of Pentacles. They're here. I'm hearing that Four of Cups. I'm seeing suddenly there are a lot of people in a room. You're getting kind of nervous. You're like, oh my gosh, okay. Here we are. Here we go. It's kind of like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? How, it's a feeling, and it can be, again, on a metaphorical level where you feel like some environment there's a buildup here, maybe of expectation. The Empress here showing up. This is 15th to 17th, approximately, of August. Three of Pentacles. For a number of you, you start feeling that there is potential to some space. You're like, I need to start thinking about that. Like, what am I going to offer them? I'm hearing as well Three of Cups in reverse, and the Empress here upright. So for a number of you, it's really like, I'm either here or I'm there. I'm in it or I'm like, and it really comes down to, I'm hearing the word darling. Interesting. So for a number of you, it's like you kind of are starting to sense that it's like kind of like this Magician. Okay, you're starting to kind of sense. I'm hearing, I don't look in the side of my mouth right there again, on the left side there again. That was coming through the Pisces reads. For a number of you, it's like someone is sensing, they're picking up on it. They're like, yeah, they're expecting me to like call them back. I'm hearing that as well. They're expecting me to call them also by that name. I'm hearing it could be like a, it's like you're kind of dating, but then it's like, okay, where are we going to take it to the next level? Hierophant reverse. I'm hearing, where are we going to take it to the next level? Interesting. So what? Yep, this is a proposal, no question. You feel like they expect me to like bring a gift. I'm hearing that as well when I show up at their house, sort of feeling I can't go empty-handed. I'm hearing that as well. So this could actually be you wanting to propose something maybe to a number of people, or you're like wanting to show up and set an impression. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing darling again with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, for a number of you, there's a little bit of this, the nerve-wracking side of this is I can prepare whatever it is that I do, but I technically still don't know like where that can go with the Mother of Cups leading out. But it's interesting because you kind of get it. At the same time, you understand like the conversation to a certain extent, enough to know that, you're not really fearing what can come. Maybe it's just a surreal sensation. Now, the world, freaking better believe it. Freaking world leading out of the Three of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups upright. We're getting here. Father of Pentacles here, looking into the future. It's the feeling of the lights are on the stage. Everyone is waiting. They're in the audience. And I am here. Fumbling with the little fob on the door. Interesting. Fumbling with also the little, the string behind the curtain, like, that I pull to open it. It's like, there's something of this feeling of, also, like, I want it, I do, and I feel like I'm coming down to admitting that, and calling it that, and calling it love, and saying, yeah, you know what, I do want that with you, and, for a number of you, you feel like you're riding in between the feeling of, what a shame that I would not do that, and, wow, what would I do if I did do that? And what would I have to do, like, if I did do that? And to say it in this way, it's like someone's like, well, I want to call you, like, well, let's say my baby. But if I were to do that, I don't want to just show up, empty-handed. I'm hearing that again. I have to show up with something, let's clear it around once again. With something to show for that. Interesting. And it can actually be chauffeur for that. Like, somebody feels that I don't want to say they're inadequate, but they feel a little bit insecure maybe they don't know what to expect. Yes, this is in relation to someone's family and their rules, their customs, their religion. I'm hearing that again here with the Empress upright. Yes, it has to do with also the concept of, I'm hearing mannerisms actually, but even like, it could be so simple as, when I walk in the door, like, what are they expecting me to do? Should I be here? Should I be standing there? Like, it's something like that possible. There's that extent to it for a number of you. Let's clear it again and ground. But for a number of you, this is more, it's also related to, I'm hearing memory. I'm hearing Sean. I'm hearing You're gonna be fine, don't worry. Father Swords reverse, 9 of Cups upright. Ace of Pentacles upright. I got the ring, I got the rock, okay. Can you just like Reiki me one last time? This person's looking at someone. They're freaking out. How many times are you really choking on spit? Feeling some pressure on the lungs. Let's clear it and ground Empress here upright. They're making that first impression and it just is like, I want it to be perfect sort of feeling. Daughter Cups in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. They're about to like start saying something, calling someone by a certain name, and it's that first time and it's like, well, you never know how they're going to react. 5 of Swords upright, 9 of Cups upright. Magician leading out. But you're quite confident actually, interestingly, on an energetic level with this space to some degree. It's like, I know that I'm like comfortable with them on an emotional level, you know? It's like, I'm not like that afraid. Okay, hyper, yeah. For a number, you actually feel very comfortable with this person or with this conversation, but maybe for number 2, you're even giving a presentation. You could be pitching something. You want maybe pick up investment here for number 2 for a certain, I'm hearing badge. I'm hearing badge cookie. I don't know what that's about. Batch of cookies. I'm hearing that maybe for a number of you with the Empress, like, let's clear it. Like, some of you though, oh yes, there's an element of, it could be risky. I don't know why that would be, but for a number of you, maybe it's your first time presenting it in this way, even if you're not, you know, for a number of you, you've dreamt of this. You maybe even, yeah, but you're comfortable with it. Interesting, with the High Priestess and the 9 of Cups, but there's something maybe even related to mantras. I'm hearing, and the memory. I'm hearing that I go with the Empress. It's like someone is reciting something and they're like, I hope it's gonna like turn out like that. I'm hearing that as well. Like, here I am in front of the mirror. It's like, you know, it makes sense to me, but like, you know, you just never know. And it can be a cultural thing. I'm hearing that yet again. Like, you know, maybe you're dating someone in their family and you're just not familiar with, you know, whatever it is. You know, there's just some question of, you know, what will their daughter also think of me? Interesting. Son of Cups in reverse right there with the Empress horizontally laid and the 6 of Cups. Something, maybe someone's even like bidding on something. Property. Emperor right there. Up top, the Empress. With the Mother of Swords and the Son of Cups. I'm hearing on Sunday. Whoa, it feels so official. Okay, Father Cups. This can be an interview. I'm hearing Sotheby's. I'm hearing banker. Let's clear it and ground. Not for everyone. Hangman. It could again be a metaphor. There's something. Someone's going back and forth though. It could be bidding. I'm hearing that go with the Justice card. Let's clear it again and ground. Yeah, it could be actually something that someone is advising. Maybe they're giving advice, or they're like talking to someone's parents about something. They're like, I'm thinking of like offering. I'm hearing the marriage. I'm hearing the Justice card. I'm hearing wow, the Fool in reverse. I'm hearing, do you think she sees me like that? Interesting. Maybe they're talking to someone's parents about this. Wow. So Chair in reverse. Oh, big time. They're talking to some Swords upright, 10 of Cups in reverse, Chair in reverse. They're like, okay. So for a number of you, they're like, it's so official though. They're like pulling this chair out so the family can sit down. The Emperor's here, possibly for a number of you. Now there is I'm hearing pot smoker, weed smoker. I have no idea. It could be metaphorical with the Son of Cups and the Empress, and the 6 of Cups at the base of the Empress. But for a number of you, it comes down to like, I don't know what their customs are. I'm hearing like, what do they expect? Feeling pressure on the heart chakra. 1 second. For a number of you, this may be something that someone is reinstating. I'm hearing like revisiting, can be past lives. I'm hearing that as well. But let's get a card here for each of the days, and then we'll sort of see how it all pans out here. You got the Ace of Cups remaining, but there's something let's clear it again and ground. For a number of you, there's something related to even motherhood. I'm hearing with the Empress, like something very, very, very passionate. Even I'm hearing that someone feels, you know, what a shame. Should I not like also advance in that way? Like there's a feeling of someone realizing even like they're looking at someone, they're like they are someone who I would want to be with. Like, why would I act otherwise? Like, sort of feeling, why would I not give that advice to myself? Like, if someone else were in my shoes, I would give the advice to move forward on that. So they're looking at themselves. They're like, why would I not do that? Maybe that's what someone's feeling. Now let's pull again all the cards in 15th here. Again, we got the 10 Pentacles reverse, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm hearing a lot of silence here on the 7 of Cups with about the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is the 3 of Pentacles, Father Pentacles, and the 5 Pentacles. They're all upright. Then someone starts feeling here around the 20th, like, I gotta move quickly with this. Two of Swords in reverse, time's almost like running out. Hierophant in reverse, right? Past the Two of Swords in reverse, let's clear it. But they're like, they're looking around at them. They're like, do I let, like, my community know? Do I let other people know? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is the Hierophant in reverse. 25 is the Ace of Wands with a star. 26 is the star. 27th is the Wheel of Fortune. 28th is the Ace of Cups. It can be that the 25th is also the star. 26, 27, 28. 29th is the Six of Swords. 30th is the Two of Wands with the Five of Wands. Some of you are feeling like, I don't know how they will react. I'm hearing it like in that way as well. 1st of September, the Nine of Swords with the Three of Swords in reverse. 2nd, Nine of Wands in reverse. 3rd is the Hermit in reverse. 4th is the Seven of Wands upright. 5th is the Two of Cups upright. 7 of Swords is in reverse. Someone is like racing back and forth. They're having a little bit of anxiety when it comes to presenting this. For some reason, they might have a little bit of a performance anxiety here. For a number, they could have this is a very public statement maybe for a number of you. I'm hearing publishing house, like they're racing back and forth behind the curtain. I mean, that leads to the front of the stage. Like, it's a big moment. I'm here for a number of you possibly as well. And I'm thinking it was like real nervous. Now, Nine of Swords upright, Three of Swords in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm here, I haven't talked to her for the longest time. The Hermit here in reverse. For a number, you could be reconnecting with someone. I'm hearing pals. I'm hearing palace. I'm hearing also palace verdes. Take it as you will. Seven of Wands upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two of Cups upright. Seven of Swords here in reverse on the 6th. 7th is the Father Wands in reverse. 7, 8 is the Father Wands in reverse. 9 of September, 9 of Pentacles upright. 10th of September, Strength in reverse. 11th, it gets to the point where it's like either in or out. That's it. What do you want to do? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe someone's like presenting them with the opportunity. They're like, listen, I'm hearing you have stars in your eyes. Like, I'm hearing you're guided as well. Don't worry. I'm hearing that as well. So they make their way. I'm hearing it's a moment. Yep, Empress. They burst through. I'm hearing the curtain. 5 of Swords upright, leading back into the Strength card in reverse. 9 of Pentacles upright at the base of the Nine of Wands in reverse. 133 people in the room, 35 likes right there. Father Swords in reverse, right over the Strength card in reverse. Someone is confessing something. I'm hearing in this way. Fool in reverse, right over the Father Swords in reverse. This is something I'm hearing. Someone's talking to someone's father. Chair in reverse right there, right past the Fool. Son of Swords upright, looking back. 6 of Pentacles upright at the base of the Sun of Swords. Death in reverse, looking back. Oh, feeling some pressure down the back of the neck. Let's clear that. Death in reverse. This person's coming back from a long time. Oh, it's like this feeling. 8 of Cups in reverse. Whew, Son of Cups in reverse. Listen, it's like this. Someone who hasn't met someone for a real long time, they realize like what big of a deal it is. Like when they're like, oh my god, I'm here. It's been a long day without you, my friend. I'm hearing that song. See you again. Okay, it's like someone's been fantasizing about this. They're like, they imagine themselves coming back to this space like every so often, and it's been so much held in an imaginative state that when they come so close to actually making that sort of a real, I'm hearing Forbes 15. I'm hearing reality. I don't know what that's a lunatic as you will. It's gonna be an interview or some kind of promotion. I'm hearing a presentation, but for a number of you, it's like it just feels it feels like oh my gosh, like I don't know. I haven't seen them for so long. Like, what are they gonna think? I'm hearing also specifically with the Father Wands in reverse. So Mother Pentacles up right. Someone's like, even 1 second. I'm here. You want me to carry your things down the hall for you? This person's like, I don't know. Here now, for a number of you, it could be an experience that someone has been actually waiting to have. Oh my, 10 of Cups reverse, Father Cups upright, and they've been dreaming of it yet again, but it's felt like that. It's felt like a dream. It's felt so much like a dream that it's been really been a question of when I do act upon it, it's like it can move in a number of directions. I'm hearing that as well. So there's a little bit of this sort of pandemonium feeling. I'm hearing that as well with the Magician. I'm hearing passion ignited as well. I'm seeing two people who they knew each other for quite some time. They come back together. Daughter Cups in reverse. This person is like even wondering. They're like, do you even remember me? I'm hearing that. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. They're maybe looking at someone like they're trying to gauge. You know that first sort of when you first see someone who you haven't seen for a real long time. Is that feeling of like, are they going to recognize me sort of feeling? And sure as almighty heck, do they recognize you? Daughter Cups in reverse. I'm hearing there's not a single shimmer. I'm hearing twinkle in the eye that tells you otherwise. 10 of Swords upright, 4 Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse. It's just like, I'm hearing the first and last night. I'm hearing that you saw them. Interesting. I'm hearing that you met them actually. 8 of Wands upright. And the Death card in reverse. I don't know what that's leading to. Mother Cups. It's that feeling as well where, you know, you're like kind of like at first you're sailing. I mean, you're sailing this boat, and at first you're like, oh my gosh, how are the waves gonna like greet me? And then you start to kind of like sail in the first few like moments, and then you're feeling like, okay, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be good. So for a number of you, maybe it's a kind of thing as well where there's a shift in an industry, and it just takes some time to hit the ground running again with the Three of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles upright. But it's just that I'm hearing for a number of you, it's an adaptation, a matter of adapting to some kind of Three of Cups twice in reverse there. Yeah, this is something where it's like, it's just someone feels freaked out about that first mode of conversation, because it's just that feeling. World, yeah, it's not because they actually have possibly for a number of you a prescribed fear of any one thing. Like if someone came up to them and they're like, hey, what are you afraid of? Like they would actually have a very they'd have a very I'm hearing very much defined answer. Interesting. Justice here in the world. Like they know why they're moving forward. They understand maybe why one would want, let's say, to even invest in that space if it is pitching for investment. They have no questions maybe about what they offer necessarily, possibly at this point. But it's a matter for a number of you of shifting the sort of also the impression. Maybe you knew this person or someone knew someone from the past, and it's the shifting of the perception where it's like I have to like turn the tables. Oh, and it's that sensation of feeling, okay, are they willing to move in that direction? Maybe there could be negotiation, but it's more so a matter, I'm here on an energetic level. So I'm hearing as well, like, are they going to welcome me? Like, what's the tone here with the Justice card and the World? Interesting. But for a number, it just feels like a big deal. And that's what it comes down to. Again, I'm not seeing someone kind of having a reason. And again, if anything, they are rather confident in describing, I'm hearing defining, distinguishing, I'm hearing as well, they have a very much distinguished answer. They have a very much distinguished answer when it comes to what the discussion even is. So it's like, someone has practiced maybe something, recited something, but it's just that day when you finally call it out in an official way that it's just, you need some time to catch your breath. I'm hearing with the announcement itself. Interesting. So it's just a matter maybe for a number of you of nerves, like, or someone here, you're dealing with it. I'm feeling pressure on the right side of the heart chakra. I'm hearing Pisces here, Daughter, Cups in reverse. I'm hearing she's scared. I can feel it. She's also spying on me. What does that allude to here? Daughter, Cups in reverse, Justice upright. So if somebody's wondering, they're wondering like they are wondering. They know that maybe someone is. One second. Waiting, for Cubs. Listen, it's the kind of discussion that you have that you can't, like, once you start it, there's no kind of, like, treading back. It's like, I'm seeing someone swimming into the ocean. They want to make it between two islands. Okay, or the coast and an island. And it's like, you've already gone so far into the swim, that it wouldn't make sense to like turn back. It's like you might as well go all the way. It's like something of that nature. But as it relates to making this first mode of contact, I'm here for a number of you yet again for a long time in the past. Love and light to you all. Thank you for connecting. Let's clear it in ground here. Any more messages that may want to come through? Feeling some more pressure on the heart chakra on the left side and the right side. Let's clear it. There's a focus, a question of, wow, yes, it's like this. Well, I feel this way, but does she as well? I'm hearing that for a number of you. Well, I feel this way, but do they? Well, I can see it in this way. And again, if it really came down to it, if you were pitching someone on a third party actually on this space, it's like when I'm, let's say, pitching my friends and family on this, I'm not scared. I feel so confident. I sell them on the idea. But when I am going up to that one person and it's me at their storefront and they're looking at me as the idol, I'm hearing, let's clear 1 second. Yeah, this is someone reciting something for a number of you, yeah. I'm hearing rope and tie. It could be an event as well that someone's planning. Yeah, all right, thank you so much for tuning in with a light to you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Capricorn. Oh, one more note here. It can be related even to something where it's kind of strategic, and there are so many steps related to whatever this space is, and a lot of planning has gone into this. It's not like I don't feel prepared sort of feeling necessarily, but always, what is that, and take it as you will, but it's kind of like, well, they depend on them, they have to get it done, and then, for that other team to proceed with their calling, and, I'm hearing for a number of you past times, past life. I'm hearing as well ancient soul contract with the Justice card and the Three of Cups in the World. And again, not sure what that's alluding for everyone, but you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun leading out. For a number of you, be it something even symbolic or psychological, I'm hearing as well the perspective of a certain situation. It's like there's just an orchestra of experience, and For a number of you, maybe you are working as a I'm hearing as a soulmate. Wow, interesting. Well, hold on 1 second. Let's clear it again. Oh, for a number of you, maybe you are even you are proceeding with some kind of series of steps here with the Justice card that maybe it's like I lead everyone down the hall sort of feeling, and they, you know, I'm hearing halo for a number of you. Someone's like a famous bouncer or something, or they work as like a bodyguard for someone, and it's just like there's a lot of responsibilities. They feel it as well, but there's something that, yeah, it's like I can't get distracted. I have to keep focused sort of feeling with the Lovers, your Man, Three of Cups. It's a big deal. But once again, I'm hearing broad back and shoulders. For me, this is maybe something you're trading on with the World and Sun of Wands, but it's something about wanting to make an impression. I'm hearing that yet again with the Sun of Wands and Justice card. I'm not again sure what it was a little for everyone, but like it could be actually for a number of you something you've been for a number of you, this requires, I'm hearing in silence here with the Seven of Cups and the Sun and the Justice card and the Sun of Wands, like I have to I want to give the impression that I'm serious about this as well. It's almost like I'm seeing like a soldier like needing to like do the salute sort of feeling. They feel like it's I'm hearing religious as well. There's just this card in the Sun of Wands, like it's kind of important to carry out in a professional manner. I'm hearing that as well, but I'm hearing protection with the Justice card here. It could be sacred as well. This energy came through in the Sag reading. So if you do feel guided, you know, and I believe as well the Cancer, if you do feel guided to watch those readings. But for a number of you, and you do have the Sun of Wands upright, this is something maybe even you're registering, or like you are guiding a number of people through, or you are even